All right, I think we can get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly Rally community call. I'm Mahesh Balanki, the head of growth for Rally. I run everything from BD to community, PR, creator operations, and I'm actually standing in for Ira today, who couldn't make it because she's putting out some fires. But I won't make a lawyer joke about what she's doing. Anyways, let's go through the agenda. So first, I'll highlight a few new creators that have launched or will soon launch their coins. After that, Mike, Riley's head of product, will give an update on network KPIs and share the product roadmap. And then Ray, Riley's COO, will share some news about our ambassador program. And that'll about cover it. And at the end, we'll have time for questions for me, Mike, Ray, anybody else on the team. And just a couple notes, couple ground rules. Just like last week, there's please mute your mic. If you've got any questions, just drop them in chat, and we'll do our best to get them answered at the end. And just FYI, there's no meeting next week due to Thanksgiving, obviously, in the U.S. But we will resume these weekly community calls the week of 11:30. So stay tuned for timing. And so I think we can kick off the slides and talk about some creators. Sorry. Okay. So first, we've got Mizzy. So she is a Twitch streamer. Really excited about her. She's actually fairly large. She gets about 750 concurrent viewers. She's got hundreds of thousands of followers. She's a full-time variety streamer. The main thing she actually does is body painting. And so really interesting thing where she actually goes through the entire process of painting her whole body with effectively body art. And so she's really excited about using Discord private chats to drop exclusive pictures to her fans. And interestingly, if you guys have noticed in our Discord, we're really focused on Discord as a general use case. And so Mizzy is one of the people that we'll be piloting with with our new Discord bot in a few weeks. So really excited about Mizzy. Ship Broman is another Twitch streamer. So he's a positive vibe streamer, really humble. He was actually referred to us by Streaming House Down to Quest, who's one of the power users of Creator Coin. And so Ship Broman is really interested in using Creator Coins to do play with me's and other types of VIP redemptions on Twitch. Next up, we've got Augie Villard. So Augie, it's a bit of a renaissance man. He's a musician, a hacker, an artist. He's on Instagram and a few other platforms. He was also on Taki with us. He was one of our Taki creators, which is one of Rally's other creator apps that we've created in the past. Augie actually, I think just today or yesterday, announced on Twitter that, per this tweet here, that he's launching his cryptocurrency and he's distributing it to top fans and working on a sign-up form to distribute those coins. And so the use case Augie's excited about is dropping exclusive music samples to top fans based on their coin holding. And lastly, we have our very own Soul of Jacobeh, who may be here on the call half asleep, is what he was telling me.
Hey.
So Soul is there he is. Yeah. So Soul's an emerging Twitch streamer, obviously super big into crypto. He's a moderator and a big time contributor to the Rally project and our own Rally Discord. His intended use case over time is streaming, kind of basic streaming reward redemptions, VIP stuff on Twitch based on coin holding and coin transacting. So that wraps up creators. We can move over to Mike to talk about network KPIs and product.
Oh yeah, hey Mesh, can you reload this? So we have some of Friday's data here, but I guess before you loaded the presentation, or Kurt actually.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, we'll go through this pretty fast, kind of same numbers that we reported on last week. I don't have the numbers here for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for total rally, but in the sheet, but I do have them here. We saw decent growth in terms of total rally locked by all creator coins. So basically that means we saw some decently strong purchase behavior of creator coins between Monday and Thursday. Unfortunately, across between Thursday and today, there was some strong redemption behavior overnight. So it did drop from Thursday, Friday. Starting next week, we'll get in the numbers across the week versus just a singular number on Friday. On the positive side, pretty strong increase in liquidity across our Uniswap and Balancer pools. So that there from Monday to Friday represents approximately a 33% increase in the amount of liquidity, which is great. Of course, a lot of that does come from our own emissions getting, rally emissions getting put back into liquidity pools, which is totally fine as well. Otherwise, I think the number of live creators, you can see there, a number of pending creators. We still have several that are waiting to go out, and some quite small growth in terms of user accounts. Mostly, I imagine, because we haven't had any large creators launch recently and reach out to their fans. Any questions about these numbers? All right, let's move on into the Rally.io updates. So I'll talk about kind of three main things. So I'll talk about Streamlabs and why that's important and what we're hoping to see from that, and some screenshots of that, a bit into some of the bug fixes, enhancements, and then a little bit about what work we're just starting to kick off this week. So Streamlabs. So for a number of our creators, probably around maybe half of our creators right now are Twitch streamers. And so finally this week, we got around to launching our Streamlabs integration. So if you are a Twitch streamer, you'd be able to go into your profile settings on Rally.io and link it to your Streamlabs account. And what this does is whenever a donation to you happens or a purchase of your coin happens, alerts will show up on stream. And obviously this is great because it reminds your fans about your coin, reminds fans about the activity, and donations and purchases are, of course, activities that if you are a creator having your own coin, these are behaviors you want to encourage to continue happening. So if we go to the next slide, you can see a little bit of how this will show up on stream. There are some limitations with the different templates that Streamlabs provides. So right now you can see on the left there, a donation comes in, we show the dollar value, and in the bottom small text, it says in Scott coin. Unfortunately, the way that Streamlabs is set up is not easy to do a donation template and have it show the number of Scott coin. It actually requires a dollar value. And then for a purchase, you can see it on the right there, that one we have more flexibility over, where we can actually say got $10 in Scott coin. And eventually that will change to the actual number of Scott coin, but right now it's a limitation on our side to only show the dollar value that was used to purchase those Scott coin in this case. One thing I wanted to point out regarding usernames, because obviously now purchase behavior may be showing up to the public on people's streams. And so along with the Streamlabs sync that we just showed there, along with that, we have a couple of different settings for users. So inside the main profile settings page, you can choose whether or not you would like your username to be potentially publicly displayed for donations or for purchases. Right now, by default, donations are checkmarked on. This is similar to the behavior you would see on Twitch. And for purchases, it's default checked off. You can check either of these, you can check them on and off as you wish. Additionally, if we go to the next slide, with each individual purchase or donate transaction, you also have individual control over that specific transaction, whether you want to make that one anonymous or not anonymous. And that's that little checkbox down there below the details box. If you do choose anonymous, how it would show up on stream would be a Rally user has purchased this thing, or a Rally user has donated this amount, instead of showing your Twitch username or your Rally username. Let's see. A couple of small fixes that we got in this week. Um, on the Rally the Rally coin page specifically, we now can show the converts in and out of Rally. Before it was only showing converts from Rally to Creator Coins. So you can see here the red ones are highlighted showing the opposite direction. So you can see some PTM got converted into Rally and some Choose got converted into Rally. Creator Coin detail pages, the network activity on those pages still only show one direction. So in that situation, when you look at a Creator Coin page, network activity screen, and you see a convert line, that is showing only converting from that Creator Coin down into Rally. In the subsequent release, we'll put in the opposite direction as well, where you can see Rally being converted up into Creator Coin. And then one other fix is we previously had a bug where on that convert functionality, if you were converting from Rally into a Creator Coin, only Creator Coins that you already own would show up in that list. Now we've got we've got the full list there. So that's a nice little bug fix. And then last slide for me, upcoming stuff. So we've kicked off a bunch of work, some of which will be multiple week efforts here. So a big one that we've been talking about publicly on the blogs, and Kevin talked about it a bit last week as well, and we'll probably continue to talk about it for the next few weeks here, is our bridge out functionality. So this is the ability to bring sidechain Rally over to the mainnet, into your MetaMask or any other wallet that supports holding of Rally. It's a decent chunk of work, involves a handful of stuff around compliance and regulatory stuff, but also just technical complexity between sidechain and mainnet. That is still on track right now for December 8th. Maybe in a subsequent call before December 8th, we could preview a little bit about how that works. We've also kicked off some work on a Rally.io Discord bot. I know the community is also working on a couple of Discord bots. The Rally.io Discord bot can do some similar things, and we'll be able to do some more advanced things in the future. The way this would work would be that users, when they go into Rally.io, just like you saw on the previous screen where a creator can connect to their Streamlabs, any user can connect to Discord. And then when they go into a Discord channel where the Rally.io bot is configured, they would be able to type join. They would not need to enter in any kind of Rally network ID or anything. Since the bot is our own, it can detect whether who you are. It knows who you are, and it can know your balances, and it can give you roles or access to channels that that creator may have set up automatically. In the future, because it's a Rally.io own bot, it's our own bot, we can even start potentially playing around with transactional things and stuff of nature where having a verifiable or authenticated connection enables transactions and stuff like that to happen. We've also kicked off a couple of more read-only data API endpoints. Those will probably come out pretty soon. And then starting work on supporting webhooks in the data API. So we'd be able to then ping external URLs on particular events like transactions happening. And so that's really good for being able to have creators set up their own alerts wherever they want to get alerts set up. And then otherwise upcoming is Thanksgiving. So we will, I think, not have this meeting next week, as Mahesh mentioned.
Right, nice turkey logo. Thanks, Mike. And we will turn over to Ray now to talk about ambassadors.
Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of wider ambassador discussion, but most of it is on the contributions on the developer ecosystem side from Mr. Phelps. We signed him up. I think he was one of the first ambassadors. We've had 2 or 3 now in various locations. And so we're trying to lean into the ways that the community can participate in building the network with us. And there's sort of precedent for this out in various networks. We really like the way that Urin's gone about it and published kind of a hit list of things that they want to have folks help with. And we're going to start generating a list like that in the future as well, sort of a wish list of things we want help with. And that's kind of outside of the domain of what we're already doing with bounties and ambassadors today. And so that we'll kind of look out for that coming out to be published soon. And then that list will grow and change, and we'll start filling those out, which is, I think, exciting because it's a very different way to engage, like, community, the internal employees to the org, the network teams, and all of those sorts of things, and kind of really growing the, we use different terms, but growing the ecosystem of all the people who are helping build Rally. And it's kind of exciting thing to see happen. With that in mind, the few folks we've had kind of blaze the trail for that. Phelps was early in that list, and he's been helping me a lot. I know he's been helping Jason with community moderation and particularly Discord administration, things like that. But he's helped push through a few of the wish list items that Mike called out in the API, helping be the voice of the developers, and making sure he's helping set proper priorities and things like that. And he's also helping clean up the process around the bounty descriptions, bounty publishing, things like that. And in specific, he helped push forward the testing and use of Calvin's bot, which is officially approved now, and will be paying out his bounty as the first Rally bounty completed. Kind of a small milestone, but very exciting for all of us who've been helping push forward on that, from access to the API to facilitation and community and all of that. So it's pretty fun. And so with that, then we'll also be publishing new bounties, and Phelps has been helping craft some of those and think about the ways that they can be easier to approach from the developer community side. And so that will be an improvement in the way we let people consume those. And then along the sides of the creator, we're also trying to get those tools into creators' hands. And so the community team, account management, and things like that are going to be working with Phelps and the developer admins to get these things out there and get them used. If anybody doesn't already know in here, if you have 102 or 50 pro tokens, you can get into custom rooms in Rally Discord, and there's some fun content starting to brew in there. So feel free to collect said coins and start participating. And we're also going to be taking those features and that use and start testing it as sort of a pilot program in other Discord servers. So other creators, other communities can start actually using the tools that we've built around the network, which is also kind of a fun milestone to have. So it's kind of a mixed update between what's going on in the dev ecosystem and what's going on with our ambassadors that are participating and pushing it forward.
Cool. Thanks, Ray. So those are the main topics. So if anybody has questions for me, Mike, Ray, or anybody from the Rally team, really, feel free to chime in now, or if you're more comfortable, just drop some questions into chat. Otherwise, you can always hit us up, on Discord later, and we can chat more, about this call, or ideas, suggestions for future calls. So I'll give people a few seconds in case they have any questions.
Actually, I had a question for Michael regarding the update to the conversions in and out of creator coins. Will that retroactively show like old transactions going in and out, or is it only going to show ones moving forward?
Yeah, it would show retroactive as well.
Oh, neat. Cool. Thanks.
Out of curiosity, do we have, besides Jacob here, do we have any other actual creators on this call?
I believe Phelps is here. I can privately chat with him in a special Discord room because I have 100 pro coin.
It's a good point. We should try to. I'm not sure. Our creators are actively in our Discord all the time. They're doing their own stuff, so it would be cool to. It would be good to try to find more to this.
Also, is that a slight diss to Kevin as a creator?
I am looking at one. Sorry, there's a very active creator.
Yeah, you're a fan. You are an official fan of that creator.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would think that if we can't get them in, or if they're not paying attention to our Discord, potentially we could maybe with slightly less frequency because they're busier or they're busy streaming or whatnot. Have another kind of call that's more focused on creators where we can go over stuff that the rest of the community can join too as well, but be able to walk through in a group setting potentially with those creators things like the Streamlabs or rewards or other topics that maybe creators specifically have questions for versus the broader community.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, and I think there's also room to like showcase certain creators as well, as like
Use
they could
cases
even
or
do,
whatnot.
they could even do one of this how they're using it and do a session on how they're what they're excited about using Creator Coin for. So yeah, I think there's a bunch of interesting things to do with that. Cool. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, I think we can wrap it up. We can just take this over to Discord if folks have any other thoughts later. But otherwise, this wraps up the second community call. So stay tuned for the agenda for the third one, which again won't be next week due to Thanksgiving. It'll be the week after. And yeah, everyone have a happy Thanksgiving, and see you when you're back.
Oh, I have one last thing for.
It's too late.
For those of you guys who are participating in our vaults on vaults.rally.io, we'll soon have a Discord bot that's announcing when our harvest function is called. So.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to give someone access to do that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Talk to y'all later.